everybody, this is Ginger and it's Ginger's Chat Show, and I hope all is well and it's not too hot where you are. Here it is 76 degrees. Hey Nancy, how are things over in your neck of the woods? Today there's going to be some storms in the Midwest, um, and also in the Tornado Alley area. Because we had rain here yesterday. Yesterday and Saturday. So, you guys are getting a rain. Forgive me, I'm fighting my allergies. And the apartment complex next door, they're doing some work on it. So you hear a lot of hammering and sawing and everything, so they're fixing some things. Other than that, this may be a short, it depends on how much I talk this and everything else. This may be a short video today, because I just want to get things done and everything, you probably do too. So, we'll see how this goes. Of course, you know this is the day before He Who Shall Not Be Named is getting a rain tomorrow. He's supposed to be flying to Miami. I thought he was in Miami, unless they're flying him from where Mar-a-Lago is to Miami for his arraignment. I was watching Michael Popick from Midas Touch Legal AF podcast this morning, his vlog, and he stated a lot more restrictions will be placed on Trump. The Secret Service will hand over Trump to the federal marshals. And all the arrests and everything else, Trump's cell phone will be taken away from him. He won't be allowed to do any broadcasting on his Truth Social or any other social platform. He won't be allowed to do that. Hey Dorothy! And also a number of the other restrictions on it. We'll know more. They're pretty strict about that when it comes to federal cases in Florida. They don't pussyfoot around. The judge on watch, they will be conducting this because he has more experience and he knows how this works on the federal level, whereas Cannon doesn't. She was initially assigned, but they changed it, so she won't be doing this because of her previous missteps and everything else. And she's still sanctioned. She's still in trouble. So, I don't think we have anything to worry there. Also, there will be no cameras in the courthouse or courtroom. There won't be any pictures, but Trump will be fingerprinted. Red is right, fingerprinted, and he will have a mugshot. Because this is an NSA document theft case that he committed. And there's strong, heavy proof against him on that. And they had the video cams and everything that's going on. And, you know, obstruction, this and that and the other. And 37 counts. And when you add up 20 years times 37, that's about 740 years in prison time. So it's basically 20 years, over 20 years to life, or lifetime imprisonment for him. Now they said in cases like that, they're for these type of, their national security cases, theft cases, and everything else, they're may come to trial anywhere from 3 to 6 months, from what I understand. I don't know if they changed that or not, but listen to Michael Popick on Midas Touch, and he'll explain it to you. He knows the Florida court system very, very well because he practices down there. And he said with Cannon being sanctioned, she's not allowed to be anywhere near cases involving Trump. She's been regulated to do other smaller cases and not cases like this. So we don't have anything to worry about that there. Keep in mind the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, which covers the southern portion of the United States, they cover Florida, Georgia, and they're based in Georgia, but they cover Georgia, Florida, the southern states, pretty much, as far as appeals go and everything else. But they also regulate what the federal court does in Florida. So, anyway, oh, hi, Carol. So anyway, we'll just see what happens afterwards. He's supposed to be arraigned at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Eastern Time, which is your neck of the woods, Nancy and Dorothy. So we'll see how everything goes there. They'll put out maybe a statement after that, but again, they'll have a designated area for the media to watch him arriving, but they won't be allowed in the court building. They're also going to be heavy security presence. They don't want any of the 3%ers or the oath keepers there to cause problems. Oh, that's right, you're in Central Time. So it's 3 o'clock, so it'll be 2 o'clock your time, Nancy. Here it'll be 1 o'clock my time. No, it's 2 o'clock your time. It'll be noon my time. Keep in mind, I'm in Pacific Daylight Time here. Hey, Caroline. Yes. Be watching the news and everything on it, and I'll try and make the, I don't know what John's planning to do tomorrow night during the Blue Dot meeting. Sorry I missed last night. Because I was storm watching and what was going on in the Colorado area, and because I have family in Colorado. I have cousins living there, and so you have to be careful on the weather part. But anyway, with he who shall not be named, he's going to be heavily restricted what he can and cannot do. The judge may slap him. He says, nope, no campaigning. You will be remanded and you will be kept in custody. So I think the federal marshals will be watching him like a hawk. And I'm sure there's precautions put in place that his plane will be on lockdown pretty much. Thank him from skipping the country. Be thinking about skipping the country. And I'm pretty sure the Secret Service will not let him do that. And I'm sure that the Secret Service has been ordered to, you're no longer protecting him. You are keeping him in custody until the federal marshals have him. So I'm sure there's a lot of things kept in place that Jack Smith has requested, and I'm sure the DOJ has requested on this. And the other thing that I've learned that Trump has really endangered this country by all the NSA documents that he has by showing him certain people and everything else and what he's said and what he's been told. And same way with Green. Green needs to be and Marjorie Taylor Greene needs to be she needs to be investigated on this too and arrested for it, because she divulged some information that should not have been stated or said. Anybody could be, if they got themselves, if they're stupid enough to get themselves into this, they would find themselves in jail for it. And Congress should be no exception. Okay? Congress should not be immune to this, ever. So, I have great faith in the Department of Justice, and they'll put their foot down more than anything. And there's a number of Trump supporters that are in trouble. And I noticed sorry. I know it's pretty much the GOP, the mega rats, as I call them, are very, very quiet, super quiet, and they're distancing themselves from all this. They're trying to distance themselves. Jordan was told to stay out of the New York case. He was told to stay out any kind of indictment case, and he has no business in, and he has no jurisdiction over it. And I'm pretty sure that Chuck Schumer told him to shut up. So, if I were Chuck Schumer, I'd haul Jim Jordan off the case. Yes, or off the committee. He has no business being there. Let's see, what else? Outside of high security and everything that's going on around the Miami courthouse. Now, Michael Popick of Legal AF over Midas Touch stated that courthouse is brand new. I mean, it's brand spanking new. It opened, it opened about like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It's a pretty new building. It's very, very highly secure and everything else. And from what I understand, the old building, the old federal courthouse building, was badly damaged in a couple of hurricanes that hit that particular area. And so they had to go, you know what, we need to get a new building. Which makes sense. If you have a building that's built like in the 1940s, 1950s, and it's falling apart, and they don't use materials like that anymore, build a new building. It's more secure, it can withstand hurricanes, storms, things like that. So, let's see, anything else? Well, other than MTG flapping her mouth, and Trump's lead lawyer, she's being stupid, and she was pointing it out and go, those are not personal papers. Those are national security documents, and he has no business of having them. They're not his at all. And he broke the law. He broke the Espionage Act and several other federal laws that he broke as well. So, he's going to get really slapped hard on this. And yes, he who shall not be named is supposed to arrive today. And I'm pretty sure the plane is on lockdown after that. That he's not allowed near the plane or anything. Um, and with the Secret Service there, they won't let him do anything. Okay? Except maybe travel there and then hand him over to the federal marshals. Which is, I find that really funny. Um, some say he's not stupid, and I go, yeah, he's stupid by doing this. And he's a narcissist, and I don't think he really realizes whether or not he does or not, that he's breaking a lot of laws and he's digging himself a hole so deep it's not funny. Um, and he won't be able to get out of this one at all. Uh, reason why the Espionage Act and everything else occurred, this was after, if you remember, back in 1985 time frame. This is just 5 years before, 5 years before Russia, the USSR fell apart. The Iron Curtain fell apart. Iron Curtain fell apart in 1989. If you remember your history. In 1985, there was a former, well, he's dead now, but there was a FBI agent by the name of Robert Hansen, and he did spying for Russia, and he did dead drops, he sold secrets, and he did everything else to Russia at the time, to the USSR, to KGB agents at that time. Well, I think was it in 86, 87, or 88, somewhere in there, they caught him. They were watching him. They caught him. He was arrested. He lost his job. He was immediately fired. Lost his job. He was put in jail. And then, of course, the trial occurred during that time frame. The trial occurred like 3 to 6 months later, and he was convicted. I don't know how many counts. But anyway, he was sent to, first he was sent to Supermax in Colorado, Florence, Colorado. And then apparently, I didn't know this, they transferred him to another maximum security prison in Tennessee, and that's where he died, was in Tennessee. No, that was Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. He died in Tennessee. Hansen died in Supermax. So anyway, then after that, 1989 is when the Iron Curtain collapsed. Russia collapsed, and that's when it became Republic of Russia. Well, right now Putin needs to be given the boot there. And people over there, Russian citizens over there are sick and tired of this guy. They really are. So, anyway, that's when, after that fiasco of Hansen, that's when the Espionage Act was created. Okay? It was basically updated from the 1953 spying act with the Rosenbergs. Now, they're the only two people there that was executed for what they did. They sold secrets to USSR back then. Okay. They were executed for it. Now they don't execute them. It's pretty much life imprisonment for that. Okay. They don't get out. So anyway, the Espionage Act was created, set up for a reason on this. And I'm pretty sure that they will really do some changes after Trump is tried and convicted and put in prison. And yes, he was a so-called president, but he wasn't really a president. He was more of a spy for Russia. So, and you don't see Biden doing this. The GOP is trying to throw this on Biden. They said, well, like he had those records too and everything else. I did. But there was a difference. How those records got there, they don't know. But they found them. He was cleaning out his garage, or they were having the garage cleaned out. They found them, and he called the FBI and NSA and said, hey, this is what we have here. Can you come and take a look at them and take them away? He reported them. Same way with Pence. He reported the same thing. Not only in Biden's garage, but also his former office in D.C. And how that was missed, they don't know yet. Now, I kind of wondered, probably everybody's thinking the same thing. I kind of wonder if they weren't planted there, just to try to get Biden into trouble and Pence into trouble, and get Pence out of the way of the presidential election. But that didn't work, and they reported it. Pence reported it right away. He goes, no, they belong to them. And he says, I thought we had everything cleared out, cleaned up and everything. So apparently it didn't happen. Somebody somehow either missed it or forgot it was there or what the deal was. But President Biden he's letting the DOJ handle all this regarding Trump. He's letting them do their job, is what he's doing. And he's not doing any political or anything out of it. He who shall not be named is trying to make it political, and it's not. Totally different animal when it comes to national security documents. It really is. So anyway, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I need to grab maybe a small bite to eat and watch a rocket launch. Space exploration's my other hobby. I like watching that. And because without space exploration and everything else, we wouldn't have things like cell phones or our computers where we could do our vlogs and be creators and everything else. And also, I watch storm chasing too. So, I don't have to go anywhere, I just watch it online. I know. So, anyway, I will see you. Let me check my calendar just 1 minute. Hold on, 1 minute. Yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday. I will discuss what happened yesterday. And I'm sure I'll talk, sure that, watch John's show too. So, anyway, have a good evening. Stay safe, guys. Keep your weather eye to the sky because of storms. And of course, Dorothy, you have to deal with hurricane season. You have my sympathy. And I will see you guys later. Okay? Love you. And I'll post this on my YouTube channel. And be sure to insist, persist, and push back. And keep talking to your senators and representatives. And if they don't want to listen to you, tell them, well, you still want a job. Make them think. Get them mad enough to think. Okay? Okay, see you later. Love you all. Bye-bye.